As has been true throughout this transition, you are in the midst of a process. The difference is that you are beginning to realize that 3D fears and anger are a never-ending system. And that 3D is increasingly boring. Instead of anger or fear, you feel more ho-hum because it never changes. There is a new calamity daily that is supposed to make you shake in fear until the next fearful act or statement arrives. Even though you are still willing to review or comment on the latest fear factor, deep within you, that fear factor is much less bothersome or fearful than it was a few days ago. You note the childishness without any recourse for a mature interaction. And those people willing to follow that childish behavior are no longer that interesting to you. You are evolving rapidly. Of course, you believe that you are merely tired of the drama, rather than the reality of pulling away from the 3D fear into a new love-focused life. Dysfunctional attributes of the ego spring from the old reality of separation consciousness. Humankind has spent thousands of years exploring the effects of separation from other people. Separation from other states of consciousness and separation from the spiritual source within. Separation consciousness causes deep-seated fears. Fears that there will not be enough love, land, or resources. From these fears spring jealousy, greed, and aggression. It is little wonder that, after thousands of years of nightmarish consequences, humankind is ready to move on to the healing phase of existence upon Earth. The emerging new reality brings heart-centered consciousness. The key word of the new consciousness is integration, not separation. Over the coming decades and centuries, humankind will find ways to resolve differences and issues of separation in ways that are inspired by unconditional love and compassion. Violence may beget violence, but it is based upon the illusion of lack. Love begets love, and being based upon a very real component of creation, it has the real power. Many of you are probably wondering how that love focus will affect interactions with those who remain adamant about remaining in 3D. You will find yourself interacting less and less with those who wish to stay in 3D, not because you believe they are terrible people, but because they will not be that interesting. Similar to how a high school student would react to playing with an infant. Even though they might find it delightful to see infants smile or conquer an activity, a high school student would not choose to spend all their time with that infant. That high school student would need more stimulating contacts to encourage their personal development. So it is for you now. You might humor a 3D person, but you would not feel comfortable spending most of your time and energy with them. They have nothing to teach you other than what you have experienced on Earth for eons. You are ready for your new life. There's no excitement in what was. Your energy is now devoted to what will or can be. So it is that you find yourself at a crossroads. For some of you are surrounded by what was, which you find exhausting, just as it is true for babysitting an infant who cries constantly. You empathize with the infant, but you are not comfortable being with them because their crying is exhausting. In the old reality, priests would work on being in control of their congregations by berating them with accusations that they are worthless sinners. These days, some teachers who claim to be spiritual berate their audiences with accusations that they have bad ego problems. In fact, they claim having any ego at all is bad, bad, bad. People in the audience, even gentle souls with wonderful hearts, are then supposed to begin to doubt themselves. After all, they suppose, the allegedly enlightened teacher must know better than they. And so the worm of control begins to work its way into their minds. The new reality is not about power over anyone. It is about self-empowerment, and it's about power with everyone, not against them. The ego of a spiritual person is not a problem. It is an essential part of the human system, created expressly by the Creator of all life in order for it to experience self-consciousness from an infinite number of viewpoints. Infinite being is the all-encompassing consciousness from which the universe was created. Everything in the universe is made of consciousness. Just as each snowflake is unique, so is each person. If you discover that you are feeling unnecessarily tired, look around to identify who or what is trying to corral you into 3D thoughts or activities. Or, if you are alone and find yourself exhausted, please remember that you are also shifting everything within yourself. In addition to being surrounded by media that demands you experience 3D actions and thoughts, you are rapidly moving into your new world, a world that does not condone or encourage interactions with those who wish to remain of 3D. As a result, you often feel tired and confused. Not because you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, but because you are evolving rapidly, just as we of the universe is indicated in our last message. The first week of your 3-week rapid shift has come to a close, marked by expected confusion as you transition swiftly from 3-dimensional memories and interactions to the new you. The following 2 weeks will allow you to gain more inner clarity and likely include fewer interactions with those of the 3D realm. Not because you do not like or believe those of 3D, but because you find them boring. They have nothing to teach you because they are not interested in the same thoughts and activities as you. You cannot cut off a part of yourself. The ego cannot be cast away and forgotten. It is your essential sense of identity. Even if someone was successful in casting away a part of themselves, there would come a time when they would have to retrieve that lost part and integrate it back into themselves in a healthy, holistic manner. You are an expression of infinite being as it experiences itself from all possible viewpoints. The best way you can serve yourself an infinite being, the source within us all, is to live your life to your own, personal, highest potential.